necessary game. Okay, that's good. Jason Kidd. Not official yet, right, Paul?
No.
What are your thoughts about Jason Kidd as the next head coach of the Dallas Mavericks?
I think it's pretty interesting. He does not have a great. He's 183 and 190 as a head coach, but he's with the Nets and the Bucks. And the Bucks, after he left, that's when Giannis started to get great. Not good. Giannis became great after he left. So, I don't want to necessarily judge him on those stops completely because it might be like judging Bill Belichick because of the Browns. Not let a guy grow into it. He's only 48 years old, and he's not been coaching that long. He's been with the Lakers right now, the last 2 seasons, an assistant coach. There's no telling what he's picked up there in Los Angeles. So I think it's a good move, especially given that if he can establish a rapport with Luka, if players, here's the other thing. Do players who grew up watching Jason Kidd want to come and play for Jason Kidd?
Well, that's the key. Can they lure some big boy free agents to Dallas? If Luka can't, then Luka, Jason, whoever. And now J.J. Barea and Jason Terry are at least on the radar as possibilities of being a part of the organization in some way.
Well, and look, if they bring in Barea and
what's Jason Kidd's career record?
183 and 190.
NBA's hard. I mean, unless you have one of those teams that's stacked with a great player, it's hard to win. But you're not hiring him because of his record. You're hiring him because of his name, and you feel like he can help you. Now, he's not Rick Carlisle.
No, but he went to the second round of the playoffs in the only season he had with the Nets, and then ownership, all that happened, and he left and went to the Bucks the next year. So,
are they trying to catch? I use this term too often. I used to say this with the Rangers. They would sign a 35-year-old that used to be really good as a pitcher or a position player. And the Cowboys have done this before with some players, and a lot of teams do. You're trying to get a player who is a name who used to be good, and they're not who they were.
Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I think you have to worry about. Are they bringing back Jason Kidd because they love him? Not because he's going to be the best head coach, but do they love him unconditionally because he was part of the championship
don't
team?
You think he and Cuban have to get along?
Yeah, which I think he does.
Okay,
Cuban.
And now the guy from Nike that's coming in, who's going to be a part of the upper administration.
Nico Harrison's going to be the GM,
all right,
or the president of basketball operations or whatever. So yeah,
so it's a new it's kind of new blood. The guy from Nike. But Jason Kidd remains to be seen. I think the name looks good and all that, but it remains to be seen.
Well, and Nico Harrison, the basketball operations part for Nico Harrison is that this is a guy who's been recruiting guys to Nike for his entire career. He's a very well-liked person within the NBA. Players love him. He got Luka over from Nike to Jordan Brand, all these things that Nico Harrison did. So Nico Harrison is there for also to combat the problem that they have of getting players to Dallas that they don't draft, or like Tim Hardaway Jr., and no knock on Donnie Nelson for pulling this off, but I think even he was surprised at how that worked out for them in that trade.